Now with chapter 2 of Boruto 2 Blue Vortex being done, and it seems that we're about to see Boruto's new Rasengan, it's more than likely that we start seeing some of the new gen characters show off their new moves that they learned in the time skip. We've seen already a little bit from Kawaki. Hopefully at some point we get to see Sarada's Mangekyo Sharingan ability. But we all want to know, did Mitsuki finally master Sage Mode? The problem holding Mitsuki back all this time was him not being able to hold his Sage Mode because of his body. So I'm pretty sure in the upcoming chapters, we will finally see Mitsuki use his Sage Mode to the fullest extent. As we know, Kawaki told Mitsuki to calm down his bloodlust, because Mitsuki now thinks that Boruto is Kawaki and he wants to kill him. As we know, he's very protective of his son. So, Mitsuki's Sage Mode should be the strongest Sage Mode we have ever seen. After all, it is not, they didn't say it was Snake Sage Mode, it's more called Dragon Sage Mode if I'm not mistaken. Also, his Scion coloring and everything else looks really good, but we've seen him use it a little bit in the anime, and it does seem very powerful, but he instantly runs out of, if you want to say, stamina or whatever, because he can't hold this form. But now, with the first two chapters of Boruto 2 Blue Vortex being over, hopefully we get to see him finally use this new Master Sage Mode, and I think the way he was able to sustain it is either A, through the power of Hashirama cells possibly being used, or B, Orochimaru or Amado did something to his body in order to allow him to hold the Sage Mode. Because as we know, the reason he wasn't able to hold it, Orochimaru told us, was because his body is not able to handle it to its fullest extent. So, we all know he has to get stronger just like everybody else in the time skip. So, hopefully, either Amado or Orochimaru made some body modifications in order for Mitsuki to actually be able to hold the Sage Mode. And for all we know, instead of him just being gifted it like we've seen in Boruto, it's more than likely that maybe Mitsuki actually mastered it. As because him having the horn and the eyes and his skin and everything change is due to him being an imperfect sage, like we've seen with Jiraiya. So, if Mitsuki actually mastered this Sage Mode, he might look more like Toneri did. Obviously, Toneri didn't have Sage Mode, but the way he looked is more than likely Mitsuki might look like, because if he did master it, he won't have the eyes and snake skin anymore or the horn. Me personally, I think the design of him being an imperfect sage looks really cool, but I wouldn't mind him not having it anymore because it wouldn't mean he mastered it and got even more powerful with the Sage Mode. I would like to see Mitsuki use the wind style to the fullest extent, as well as his body modification jutsu, as it would be really cool finally seeing a sage besides Naruto's one wind Rasen Shuriken jutsu. It'd be nice seeing somebody with Sage Mode use wind style and that very powerful, maybe summoning or using even hurricanes or tornadoes or just multiple wind style jutsu in itself, because we don't get to see too much wind style jutsu. We see Boruto use one, Mitsuki really uses one. We saw Naruto mainly use one, so I would like to see a little bit more versatility with the wind style, and also I would like him to use his lightning style for his lightning snakes, like we see in the anime. I think that's really cool, and it looks very powerful. It looks like a very high, powerful offensive jutsu, and again, that was him being imperfect. So with him hopefully being a perfect sage, or at least mastering it, he'll be able to do very high caliber jutsu that pack a lot of punch in a little bit of amount of time. With that being said, guys, please like and subscribe. And Yanko Sensei out, guys.